Welcome to the NRN's 5th episode in a series of video blogs from farmers participating in EIP AGRI projects throughout Ireland. This video blog features 3 farmers who are involved in the Mulkear EIP project, along with an introduction to the project from its manager Carol Quish and an overview of the project's innovative farmer-led activities from its field officer Garoj Maher.
Hi, my name is Carol Quish and I am the project manager for the Mulkear EIP. This project is operating in the Mulkear catchment. The catchment is approximately 650 kilometres square and the Mulkear River is the main drainage channel for East Limerick, South Tipperary. This farmer-led project will work to deliver a catchment census farming approach with the participating farmers in the scheme. This will aid them to improve water quality, riparian zones and in-stream habitat. We have developed approximately 28 mitigation on-farm measures to deliver these improvements in water quality. Some of these are results-based and others are action-based payments. I will now introduce you farmers within the catchment who are undertaking mitigation measures to get a perspective from their view. And today I'm standing on a hill that overlooks the entire, a considerable amount of the catchment on this lovely sunny morning in October. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Garoj Maher and I'm the Mulkear field officer for the Mulkear EIP project. I'm also a dairy farmer farming in the Mulkear catchment, and I got involved in the project because I felt that the project had a lot to offer farmers in the area, and the area being an intensively farmed area, that water quality was an issue. I was excited about the different measures and mitigation measures that were involved, and I was also excited about approaching farmers to see who'd be willing to do the work. And I'm standing here at one of the ponds that one of the farmers in the project completed. These are just some of the measures that the project is undertaking. But one of the most important measures of our project is the farm discussion groups. And the farm discussion groups are basically divided up into small groups of farmers that do 5 meetings in the year where we discuss environmental issues. So the idea is that it's not a competitive group. It's not about how much milk the farmers produce and how much grass the farmers grow. It's all tailored towards nutrient management, how we manage our soils, how we manage our nutrients, how can we improve on nutrient efficiency, how we can increase biodiversity, and how we can protect water quality on our farms. And that's mainly the main driver of the project. And also the fact that this video is taking place also highlights the work that farmers are doing in the area, and highlights it in the general public domain that farmers are doing their bit to protect the environment.
Hello there, my name is Garoj Maher. In Doon, I'm a dairy farmer here in East Limerick. I'm beside a tributary there to the Mulkear, the Carnahallow River. I joined the Mulkear EIP scheme this year to try and maybe improve our water runoff coming off the yard. As you see, maybe our yard behind us and the proximity to the Carnahallow River is very close, and there's a steep incline down. So we're always looking for ways to maybe improve efficiencies around the yard, and as well as that, help the environment at the same time. So when this scheme came up, it was an ideal opportunity to maybe see what ways we can improve things. And the measures vary, but the measures that we've put in place are the silt trap here, which it just takes the runoff, a little drain coming down off the roadways near the farmyard, and the idea is that there's 3 chambers, and that the water filters from one to the next, and as you can see there, that naturally vegetation just grows, and there'll be natural filtration, and it goes out into a stone drain and filters away before it meets the river. So look, basically I suppose there's a lot of pressure on farmers with all the new measures coming forward, and I suppose it's good to maybe be more proactive maybe than reactive in scenarios where, you know, we don't want to be, you know, in a situation where they're pushing all the regulations on you, and be, you know, where a voluntary scheme like this, it also shows that farmers are willing to improve their side of things on the environment without, you know, being forced upon them. So other measures that were taking place is the low emission slurry spreading, which, you know, is a big thing from the use of slurry, and with the cost of fertilizer and everything going forward, it seems to be you know, going to be a big input on the farm here, where, you know, I suppose we have to be more conscious of the time of year and the weather when we spread, and, you know, the low emission slurry spreading also gives a better use of nitrogen as well. And we've also a solar pump on an out farm to keep cattle out of the water courses also. So, you know, in all, it's all in aid of, you know, trying to improve water quality in the area and show that farmers are, you know, willing to do these measures and, you know, help improve water quality in our area anyway. Thanks very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Mulkear, a farm here in the Streetfallen area of Kilcommon, Rare Cross, and Hollywood, kind of a mountainous area in North Tipperary. And mountainous area in North Tipperary are scarce, but we actually managed to have a good portion of marginal land. My involvement in farming kind of started back when my father handed over this place to me, and kind of from that trying to maybe build it up and improve it as best we could over the years. Always worked an off-farm income with it. So a lot of people, I suppose, might say maybe a glorified hobby in a sense. But anyway, I enjoyed it over the years, and I'd be very conscious of the environment and everything kind of around me as regards wildlife and so on, and indeed we have quite a lot of it. But back maybe a couple of years ago, we were approached by the Mulkear group, headed by Carl, our tremendous leader. So Carl explained to us about the water quality on this tributary to the Mulkear, and informed us even maybe with low enough farm volumes that the water quality was quite poor, or poor to a degree anyway. So they were doing this pilot project and informed and inquired if we'd get involved on a voluntary basis with it. And look, I suppose it's like everything leads to this now anyway. No matter what schemes you're in, you have to be conscious of your environment and what's around you to actually draw down these payments. So from that point of view, we got involved. So we were led along by Carl and a couple of agricultural instructors and the water people and so on. So over the period of since, we're holding kind of meetings and being informed as we go. So my involvement so happened to have been to fence off a bit of wetland, to fence a water stream that was a tributary even to this tributary. And also we put in little sumps to actually collect any effluent coming down from the farmyards. And so hopefully all this will pay dividend going forward. Now, I suppose it's kind of, this is going to have to be an ongoing process. And I suppose the one thing about it is we're being made very conscious of what can affect water quality. And I mean, everybody strives for the best water quality they can have. And that's all over the country, not to talk about here. So I suppose from that point of view, we're hoping that we're going to lead the way on this, and that this might improve the quality of the water here, and also improve attitudes, and maybe improve the thinking of other groups who might get involved. So that's more or less it. That's my little small contribution to this. I'm very happy to be involved in this scheme. It's a scheme that should be, I suppose, near and dear to everybody's heart. Thank you very much, and the best luck to the Mulkear group.
I'm here to carry more Doon, where I'm dairy farming here in East Limerick. I heard about the Mulkear EIP program a couple of years ago and was very interested by it. It targeted improving the water quality of the Mulkear catchment area. Big factor is a big dairy country, the Mulkear catchment, and we're responsible for a lot of the water quality, and as part of that we wanted to ensure better water quality in the area. And so I've taken on 4 actions here on the farm, try and improve the water quality and biodiversity on the farm. And we're standing in one of them. This is a multi-species sward I planted in August. We haven't got to graze it yet, so it's almost ready to be grazed. Performed very well. We're very happy with how it has taken. So the weeds aren't too bad, so it's quite good. We're hoping to get a better performance from this, from the cows, as well as reduced nitrogen inputs. We're hoping to get the same kilograms of dry matter per hectare with 150 kilograms of nitrogen as opposed to 250 kilograms of nitrogen on standard perennial ryegrass swards. So that's the hope here, is to reduce our nitrogen input into this and have the same performance, and actually better performance from our cows grazing this product. I've also spread a lot of lime. I spread over 100 tons of lime in the farm this year to keep my soil fertility right, so that I get best use out of my fertilizers that I spread here, that the pH levels are correct. And it also helps the clover incorporation that I've been carrying out here for a couple of years, where you need the pH at 6.2 to 6.5 in order to get a good take of clover. And we've seen the benefits of that this year, where we have good clover and a nice few swards, and we have reduced our nitrogen, chemical nitrogen, because of that. I've developed these with the team in EIP, these actions, and I've also put in a pond in an outside block. I'm also doing settlement ponds to try and catch any sediment coming down before it gets into water courses. So that's pretty much it. Thanks very much.
The NRN would like to sincerely thank the Mulkear EIP project team and the 3 farmers who featured in this video blog for providing us with such an interesting and informative insight into how this EIP AGRI operational group project is working on the ground and making a difference at farm level. Information on Ireland's EIP AGRI projects can be found on the NRN website.